I don't wanna lose your love tonight. What's going on, Panda Nation? I don't know. That name doesn't really work. Panda fam? Panda crew? Panda peeps? Panda humans? No, because we have panda dogs out there. What's going on, everybody? So I wanted to share some stuff about what happened this week that I hadn't really talked about to a lot of people. As you may or may not have known, a little bit over a year ago, my father passed away. And a little over 2 months ago, my mother passed away as well. I thought I was coping with everything very well. Apparently not. Tuesday morning, I was driving for work, going from one place to another, and a little background on it. When my mother died, my brother and I found her passed away in her bed. It was terrifying. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Anyways, for the last 2 months, a little bit over 2 months since she passed, I haven't been sleeping very well. I've been doing streams really late at night to try to force myself to fall asleep, because I can't fall asleep on my own. My chest has been hurting a lot, and I just fall asleep terrified of falling asleep. And I'm saying all this, by the way, not for, oh, you poor thing, or so sorry to hear it. I'll tell you why I'm posting it a little bit, but I promise I'm not doing this to fish for attention or compliments, so save them. Anyways, I've been getting between 3 and 5 hours of sleep for about 2 months, 2.5 months going on now. Tuesday morning, I was driving for work, Tuesday of this last week. My chest was hurting, and I made an appointment to get checked out, because my chest's been hurting for a little bit since like last November, and I was diagnosed with heartburn. So I wanted to get checked out, see why my heartburn was so bad, and I made the appointment Tuesday morning while I was driving. Just used the Bluetooth on my phone. About 5 minutes later, my chest was hurting so bad, and then my hands started shaking. My hands started shaking, and I lost my vision. Now, it's not like my eyes went closed. I could still see, as in I knew my eyes were open, but I was losing my vision while my eyes were open. It wasn't going black. It's hard to explain, but I lost my vision for about 2 seconds, maybe is all, maybe a little bit longer, I don't know. My heart was racing. My hands and my lips and everything, my whole body was trembling and shaking so bad. Going through I immediately thought I was having a heart attack. And I pulled over, called 911. They said the ambulance would be about 20-25 minutes away. So I got back in the car and drove myself, went to the ER. They did a full workup, cardiac, checked my blood sugar, checked for indigestion, checked all this stuff. They determined that I had an anxiety or panic attack triggered by PTSD. Now, if you hear panic attack or anxiety, when I used to think of anxiety, I would equate it to being extremely nervous. But the way the doctor and the nurse, who actually is a good friend of mine, the nurse was, he's a hell of a good guy. Anyways, the way they explained it to me is that the neurons in my brain have been firing like crazy, non-stop, which is true. Every second of the day I think about my mother, or I have been. And I haven't been coping with it. I don't talk about it. I kind of just say, yeah, I mean, it's too bad, and I move on. I haven't been dealing with it right. And so there's a chemical imbalance in my brain, and things are just out of whack, and everything just built up, and that's what caused me to have this attack. I made my peace with God when I thought I was dying. And I've talked to the doctor, the nurse, and then a someone who specializes in grief counseling and mental and behavioral health. And I was told the same thing, that talking about it is probably the best thing I can do. Getting it out there. My chest pain is my anxiety. Was a psychosomatic, because all I'm thinking about is having a heart attack. That's all I think about all the time, or I had been. Since my attack Tuesday, they gave me some medicine, which is kind of messing with my blood pressure was 160 over something on Tuesday, and then the next day it was 170 over 112, I think. It was going up even though I was on medicine. Anyways, I wasn't told go out and make a video about it, but I was told I need to make sure to talk about things as they're going through my head instead of just ignoring them, because that's how things are building up for me. So that's what I'm doing. So I just want to put it out there while I was thinking about it. I keep saying that I'm dedicating the channel to spreading love and positivity, but I'm doing that because that's my mother. And you know, I didn't realize how valuable she was to me until she was gone. I mean, I knew I loved her, but the void she left is there's no way to measure that. No way at all. I always tell people, do something nice for a stranger. Today, I want you to go out of your way and do something nice for someone you know. Tell someone how much they mean to you. And if you think, oh, they already know, you're not doing it for them. Do it for yourself. Take some time to discover how much they really mean about you. Or mean to you, rather. And tell that person. I cried more in this last week than I think I have in the whole last month. Don't keep shit like that inside. I'm still working through some stuff. I've got to talk to some people, and I'm on some medicine to help me kind of stay focused a little bit. It doesn't make me doped up or anything, but anyways, take care, guys. I do love you guys very much. Doing the stream has been really therapeutic for me. This channel. Have a good day, guys. I wish you the best.